We get clever, distant, innocent sounding, and unavailable. The result is disappearance, a going away from relationships and from life. In the next piece, you'll hear more name that move directly. How a man cuts off his royal and warrior energies and vanishes into the magician. The partner can feel she's facing an android, not a person she can meet.
It is possible to be so conflict averse that you don't put anything out there of your true self that might lead somebody to want to bump up against you. Yeah. And we call that, in psychoanalysis, when we handle things that way, we call it the false self system. Instead of ever developing the ability to be in a confrontation with another person, not just women, but to be in that confrontation without being homicidal, and being in that confrontation without really making oneself suicidal by not protecting oneself. There are a lot of guys who cut the whole active aspects of the male self off in order to survive. And what they will do is what I did for many years is I would just sort of be like the Wizard of Oz, and I would just disappear into that magician. Nothing can enrage a woman more than she's trying to confront the man, trying to engage him, and he sort of, suddenly she notices, this thing sitting here with me is not really him. This is an android. That guy put an android in here to deal with me. I'm not kidding you. And often they could not articulate that I just said, but they think this is not a real person. And so then they'll start to escalate their attacks to see if this thing can sustain some punishment or whether they will crack and the real guy will step out. So a lot of us become opaque and we are not visible. Men would rather fight a whole division of enemy tanks than to deal with an enraged woman that they're in an intimate relationship with. In fact, that's why they're so eager to go off to war a lot of the time. Because one of the great, realities about men of our day is how terrified they are of women when the women have some power and some strength and hurl the lance of the woman's truth, her truth, at us.